and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday and an amazing week. Today we'll be reading Genesis 28 and 29. We'll have a little recap on Genesis 27. So it's talking about the stolen blessing. So Isaac was getting old and his eyes were weak. He told Esau to go grab his hunting gear, go out to the field to hunt some game for me, then make a delicious food so I may bless you before I die. And Rebekah was in the back listening to all this, right? And remember how I said I didn't like how there's already favoritism going on? So Rebekah favored Jacob while Isaac favored Esau, I'm guessing, right? Because Rebekah was listening to what Isaac said to his son Esau, so while Esau went to the field to hunt some game to bring in, Rebekah said to her son Jacob, "Listen, I heard your father talking to your brother Esau. He said, 'Bring me game and make a delicious meal for me to eat so that I can bless you in the Lord's presence before I die. Now, my son, listen to me and do what I tell you. Go to the flock and bring me 2 choice young goats and I will make them into a delicious meal for your father, the kind he loves. Then take it to your father to eat so that he may bless you before he dies.'" Jacob answered Rebekah, his mother, "Look, my brother Esau is a hairy man, but I am a man with smooth skin. Suppose my father touches me, then I will be revealed to him as a deceiver and bring a curse rather than a blessing on myself." And yeah, okay. His mother said to him, "Your curse be on me, my son. Just obey me and go get them for me." So they ended up cooking the food, a delicious food for Isaac, and then I think they took some type of fur and they placed it on Jacob's body so that when Isaac was touching the son he thought was Esau, it was in fact Jacob, because Jacob was hiding under whatever. You get what I'm saying?
I'm rambling, aren't I?
Okay,
Yes.
so when he came to his father, he said, "My father," and he answered, "Here I am. Who are you, my son?" Jacob replied to his father, "I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done as you told me. Please sit up and eat some of my game so that you may bless me." But Isaac said to his son, "How did you ever find it so quickly, my son?" "Because the Lord your God made it happen for me." Isaac said, "Please come closer so I could touch you, my son. Are you really my son Esau or not?" You felt it. So Jacob came closer to his father Isaac. When he touched him, he said, "The voice is the voice of Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esau." He did not recognize him because his hands were hairy like those of his brother Esau. So he blessed him. Again he asked, "Are you really my son Esau?" And he replied, "I am." And then they ate, and then he brought wine and he drank. Then his father Isaac said to him, "Please come closer and kiss me, my son." So he came closer and kissed him. When Isaac smelled his clothes, he blessed him and said, "Ah, the smell of my son is like the smell of a field that the Lord has blessed. May God give you from the dew of the sky and from the riches of the land in abundance in grain, new wine. May peoples serve you and nations bow and worship to you. Be master over your relatives. May your mother's sons bow and worship to you. Those who curse you will be cursed, and those who bless you will be blessed." As soon as Isaac had finished blessing Jacob, and Jacob had left the presence of his father Isaac, his brother Esau arrived from his hunting. He had also made some delicious food and brought it to his father. He said to his father, "Let my father get up and eat some of his son's game so that you may bless me." But his father Isaac said, "Who are you?" He answered, "I am Esau, your firstborn son." Isaac began to tremble uncontrollably. "Who was it then?" he said, "who hunted game and brought it to me? I ate it all before you came in, and I blessed him. Indeed, he will be blessed." When Esau heard his father's word, he cried out with a loud and bitter cry and said to his father, "Bless me too, my father." But he replied, "Your brother came deceitfully and took your blessing." So he said, "Isn't he rightly named Jacob? For he has cheated me twice now. He took my birthright." I don't think that was cheating, because you did voluntarily give your birthright over to him. "And look, now he has taken my blessing." That was actually cheating. Then he asked, "Haven't you saved a blessing for me?" But Isaac answered Esau, "Look, I have made him a master over you, and have given him all of his relative as his servant, and have sustained him with grain and new wine. What then can I do for you, my son?" Esau said to his father, "Do you have only one blessing, my father? Bless me too, my father." And Esau wept loudly. His father Isaac answered him, "Look, your dwelling place will be away from the riches of the land, away from the dew of the sky above. You will live by your sword, and you will serve your brother. When you rebel, you will break his yoke from your neck." I don't get that part. Esau was really angry. He held a grudge against Jacob because of the blessing his father had given him. And Esau determined in his heart, "The days of mourning for my father are approaching, then I will kill my brother Jacob." When the words of her older son Esau were reported to Rebekah, she summoned her younger son Jacob and said to him, "Listen, your brother Esau is consoling himself by planning to kill you. So now, my son, listen to me. Flee at once to my brother Laban in Haran, and stay with him for a few days until your brother's anger subsides, until your brother's rage turns away from you and he forgets what you have done to him. Then I will send for you and bring you back here. Why should I lose you both in one day?" Okay, that's good. At least she didn't want to lose them both in one day. Okay. So Rebekah said to Isaac, "I am sick of my life because of these Hittites, girl. If Jacob marries someone from around here, like these Hittite girls, what good is my life?" So I think that was her excuse to Isaac, so Isaac doesn't suspect that, like, oh, you're just trying to send Jacob away because you know that Esau is really mad at him, right? And okay, now we could read Genesis 28. Oh, I wrote, Rebekah is very sneaky. She again used an elaborate plan to send Jacob away by using a normal excuse. Isaac wants Jacob to marry. Yeah, we're not there yet. Okay. So Esau summoned Jacob, blessed him, and commanded him, "Do not marry a Canaanite girl. Go at once to Padan Aram, to the house of Bethuel, your mother's father. Marry one of the daughters of Laban, your mother's brothers. Wait. Marry one of the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. May God Almighty bless you and make you fruitful and multiply you so that you become an assembly of peoples. May God give you and your offspring the blessing of Abraham, so that you may possess the land where you live as a foreigner, the land God gave to Abraham." My note had said, Isaac wants Jacob to marry his cousin, ? Why is this so normalized? So Isaac sent Jacob to Padan Aram to Laban, son of Bethuel, the Aramean, the brother of Rebekah, the mother of Jacob and Esau. Esau noticed that Isaac blessed Jacob and sent him to Padan Aram to get a wife there. When he blessed him, Isaac commanded Jacob, "Do not marry a Canaanite girl." And Jacob listened to his father and mother and went to Padan Aram. Esau realized that his father Isaac disapproved of the Canaanite woman, so Esau went to Ishmael and married, in addition to his other wives, Mahalath, daughter of Ishmael, Abraham's son. She was the sister of Nebaioth. So I'm guessing Esau right now is rebelling by marrying a Canaanite woman. Jacob at Bethel. Jacob left Beersheba and went toward Haran. He reached a certain place and spent the night there because the sun had set. He took one of the stones from the place, put it there at his head, and lay down in that place, and he dreamed. A stairway was set on the ground with its top reaching the sky, and God's angels were going up and down on it. The Lord was standing there beside him, saying, I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham, and the God of Isaac. So he's saying this to Jacob right now, okay? The birthright stealer, right? The blessing stealer. Okay. I will give you and your offspring the land on which you are lying. Your offspring... Wait, he's saying this to Jacob? Wow. Oh, yeah, because I remember, yeah, when they were fighting in Rebekah's womb, God already predicted it. Your younger will be ruling over the older. Okay, so... Yeah, your offspring will be like the dust on the earth, and you will spread out toward the west, the east, the north, and the south. All the people on earth will be blessed through you and your offspring. Look, I am with you, and you will watch over... Look, I am with you, and will watch over you wherever you go. I will bring you back to this land, for I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. When Jacob awoke from his sleep, he said, Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it. He was afraid and said, What an awesome place this is. This is none other than the house of God. This is the gate of heaven. Early in the morning, Jacob took the stone that was near his head and set it up as a marker. He poured oil on top of it and named the place Bethel. Though previously the city was named Luz. Then Jacob made a vow, If God will be with me and watch over me during this journey I'm making, if he provides me with food to eat and clothing to wear, and if I return safely to my father's family, then the Lord will be my God. This stone that I have set up as a marker will be God's house, and I will give you 1/10 of all that you give me. Jacob meets Rachel. Jacob resumes his journey and went to the... Oh, that note was a prayer that I made. Okay, so Genesis 29. Jacob resumes his journey and went to the eastern country. He looked and saw a well in the field. 3 flocks of sheep were lying there beside it because the sheep were watered from this well. But a large stone covered the opening of the well. The shepherds would roll the stone from the opening of the well and water the sheep when all the flocks were gathered there. Then they would return the stone to its place over the well's opening. Jacob asked the men at the well, My brothers, where are you from? We're from Haran, they answered. Do you know Laban, Nahor's grandson? Jacob asked them. They answered, We know him. Is he well? Jacob asked. Yes, they said. And here is his daughter Rachel, coming with his sheep. Then Jacob said, Look, it is still broad daylight. It's not time for animals to be gathered. Water the flock, then go out and let them graze. But they replied, We can't until all the flocks have been gathered and the stone is rolled from the well's opening. Then we will water the sheep. While he was still listening with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, for she was a shepherdess. As soon as Jacob saw his uncle's daughter, Rachel, with his sheep, he went up. Okay, I hated that part. Okay, brace yourself. Okay. As soon as Jacob saw his uncle Laban's daughter, Rachel, with his sheep, he went up and rolled the stone from the opening and watered his uncle's Laban's sheep. Then Jacob kissed Rachel and wept loudly. Wait, maybe it's not the part I hated. Wait, it's not the... Okay. I still feel like, okay, like maybe add in the text if Rachel consented. But, okay, I'm just thinking about something else then. So much has happened that I'm kind of traumatized because, like, you know, the ancestry. I just don't want anything bad, but, like, I remember something bad is coming. Anyway, not getting ahead of myself. Okay. Then Jacob kissed Rachel and wept loudly. He told Rachel that he was his father's relative, Rebekah's son. She ran and told her father. Jacob deceived. When Laban heard the news about his sister's son Jacob, he ran to meet him, hugged him, and kissed him. Then maybe he kissed her on the cheek.
I feel better already.
Yeah. When Laban heard the news, hugged and kissed him, then he took him to his house, and Rachel told him all that had happened. Laban said to him, "Yes, you are my own flesh and blood." After Jacob had stayed with him a month, Laban said to him, "Just because you're my relative, should you work for me for nothing? Tell me what your wages should be." Laban had 2 daughters. The older daughter was named Leah, and Leah or Leah? It's Leah. So I think Leah. And the younger was named Rachel. Leah had tender eyes, but Rachel was shapely. Whatever. Rachel was shapely and beautiful. Jacob loved Rachel. So he answered Laban, "I'll work for you 7 years for your younger daughter Rachel." Laban replied, so the uncle replied, Better that I give her to you than some other man. Stay with me." So Jacob worked 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed like only a few days to him because of his love for her. Then Jacob said to Laban, "Since my time is complete, give me my wife so I can sleep with her." So Laban invited all the men of the place and sponsored a feast. That evening, Laban took his daughter Leah and gave her to Jacob, and he slept with her. So Jacob asked for Rachel, not for Leah, but Jacob still slept with her. So I'm gonna guess that he was drunk. Yeah. And Laban gave his slave Zilpah to his daughter Leah as her slave. When morning came, there was Leah. So he said to Laban, "What have you done to me? Wasn't it for Rachel that I worked for you? Why have you deceived me?" Laban answered, It is not custom in our country to give the younger daughter in marriage before the firstborn." Why didn't you say so? That's not fair, twin. "Complete this week of wedding celebration, and we will also give you this younger one in return for working yet another 7 years for me." And Jacob did just that. He really wanted Rachel. He finished the week of celebration, and Laban gave him his daughter Rachel as his wife. And Laban gave his slave Bilhah to his daughter Rachel as a slave. Jacob slept with Rachel also. So he worked in total 14 years. And indeed, he loved Rachel more than Leah. And he worked for Laban another 7 years. Jacob's son. When the Lord saw that Leah was neglected, he opened her womb. But Rachel was unable to conceive. Right. Leah conceived and gave birth to a son and named him Reuben. For she said, "The Lord has seen my affliction. Surely my husband will love me now." That's so sad. Oh yeah, okay, I remember why this story kind of like made me a bit sad. Okay, because like they were so like, okay, wait, let me not. Okay, because we'll read the next video. So okay, She conceived again, gave birth to another son, and said, "The Lord heard that I am neglected and has given me this son also." So she named him Simon. She conceived again, gave birth to a son, and said, "At last my husband will become attached to me because I have borne him 3 sons." Therefore he was named Levi. And she conceived again, gave birth to a son, and said, "This time I will praise the Lord." Therefore she named him Judah. Then Leah stopped having children. So it's all about changing your perspective, because clearly the husband favorited Rachel over Leah, which is crazy because his own parents favorited him over Esau, and look at him favoriting one wife over the other. And I'm not sure if those notes are for Genesis 30, but we're done. That was quick. I said, wait, I said God of justice. Yes, it's not her. Yes, it's not her fault, but Jacob could have went to God about it. Now he has 2 wives and only taken care of only one of them. Notice how she stopped having children when she accepted and redirected her focus and glorified. When she redirected her focus and glory from her husband to now God. Yes. Yes. Okay, that was all. Homework is Genesis 30. And then, like the usual, in the next video, I'll have a small recap on Genesis 30. And I also have a devotional, a note from my Bible that I'll be reading in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of quick. I feel like to me it was kind of quick. Even though it's 21 minutes, to me it was kind of quick. I didn't really have that much notes for these verses. It's self-explanatory. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week. God cares for you. Wait, I care for you, but God cares for you way more. Bye-bye.